families come in all shapes and sizes, and finding ways to accommodate these diverse makeups is imperative for an inclusive nation. This Father's Day, retailer PEP is challenging perceptions on childcare and doing things differently. They're championing a change in the stereotypical gender roles, especially as it relates to caring for children. They want to acknowledge the roles that dads play in childcare by creating nappy changing facilities in men's bathrooms across the country. Let's find out more now from PEP's Chief Executive for Marketing Beyers, Merwe. Thank you very much for your time this afternoon, Beyers. And it's an interesting initiative because when you think about taking your child for a nappy change at a mall, it's an automatic trip to the ladies' bathroom, or if there's a child facility there. But now you've got this initiative where you're introducing it to male bathrooms at public facilities. Tell us more about it and why it was so important.
Yes, Anita, thank you very much for having us. It's great to have this conversation. So yeah, we believe there's still a bit of a lack in this. Like you mentioned, it's for a dad to go to change a nappy is quite a mission. So we want to challenge that narrative and conversation, and we want to make it possible for all dads to be able to take their kids to a bathroom and be part of the family unit. So this Father's Day today, we're launching this initiative, and we really want to open up the conversation.
And as you open up the conversation, how many malls are you looking to create this nappy changing facilities for fathers in particular? I mean, PEP in itself has got a wide-ranging number of stores across the country, so one would assume it would follow suit, this particular initiative.
Yes, no, we definitely don't want to put a number to it. For us, we want to do as many as possible. We've started today in the Western Cape with in City and Festival Mall in Johannesburg. But we want to do as many malls as possible. For us, it's critical that this initiative starts a conversation that mall owners, and we've partnered with Growth Point in this instance, but mall owners start the conversation and just raise the awareness that it needs to be something that's accessible for all fathers.
Beyers, why do we find ourselves in 2023 with little to virtually no nappy changing facilities in public facilities? And that's considering the many strides that have been made in gender equality and acknowledgement in South Africa.
Yeah, I think we've done a great job. So I think already we've moved on quite far, but there is still a gap, like you've mentioned. I think that is the conversation: is how do we step over this gap that there still is? How do we make sure that we're just aware? And I think it's been a bit of an oversight in what's busy happening. And if you go to a shopping center and you see a dad busy changing a nappy in a trolley, or trying to do it in a bathroom, which is just not hygienic at all. That is why we think let's do something. And as a babies and kids destination, PEP needs to be able to help to change this conversation and to raise the awareness.
Yeah, and also how does this conversation as well as this drive of yours change the narrative around absent fathers? I know on days like Father's Day, there isn't a big acknowledgement on fathers as you would see on Mother's Day because of this narrative that's being created. But hopefully this kind of initiative and drive will say that there are present fathers out there, and we're trying to show that there are facilities that can cater for them as well.
For sure. So we want to celebrate that, and we believe that play a critical part. And we can, as fathers, we want to and we can help, but we don't want to limit our abilities to help because of infrastructure. And for me, that's a sad part of it. Is we don't want infrastructure to hold us back as dads. So therefore, we are opening up the conversation. We're talking about this, and we're raising awareness. So when you go to the bathroom, that you know that there will be facilities that caters for you as a dad, and not like you get there and then you realize, oh, I need to go and call my wife or my partner to help because there's no facilities for dads. So that's how we're doing it, and we're rolling out this initiative with basic things as signage change, like the sign on the door needs to be friendly for a dad to be able to access the facilities.
Yeah, and I mean, that is a very important point you make in terms of the ease of access and the like. You know, how else are you able to then create a more comfortable environment for fathers in family changing rooms that are currently available in the public facilities that are already spread across the country?
So I think the big thing is the facilities in most instances are well equipped and ready to be used by dads as well. But the limit of a sign on a door or something that points to only mothers being able to use it is the starting point. And then, of course, privacy is important and security is very important. There needs to be a safe space for all parents. And we believe for parents as a whole, it needs to be safe to take a child to the bathroom. And therefore, key partners like GrowthPoint helps us with just the narrative and the discussion around safety as well, which is a critical thing for PEP, caring for the kids and the babies of South Africa.
Thank you very much for your time, Beyers van der Merwe. A very, very encouraging initiative that PEP has taken on as we break down the gender roles, acknowledging fathers on Father's Day. He's, of course, the Chief Executive for Marketing at PEP, rolling out the baby changing facilities across men's bathrooms in the country, and, of course, with a key partner in GrowthPoint that does have retail property across different parts of the country.